Whitney Cummings is doing this thing that annoys me, especially with that LA crew of comedians. So she has this bit. I grew up poor. When you grow up poor, you're whatever gender your older sibling was. I wore a hockey jersey to school till I was like 12. I identified as a goalie. She did not grow up poor. She's a rich kid. Her dad was a venture capitalist. But that's what everyone in this LA crew does. They all pretend they were poor. Like Shav's dad was a multimillionaire, sold off an internet company in the 80s. Callan's dad ran the CFR. Bert Kreischer's parents are rich. Tom Segura's parents are rich. I think the only one who didn't come from money is Joe Rogan. D'Elia's dad was a Hollywood producer. And I don't think Joe Rogan grew up poor either, but I don't think he grew up rich, whereas everyone else in this LA crew is rich. And they all have to pretend that they struggled hard to make it in comedy. No, it's kind of easy when your parents are rich and they just pay all your bills and you just get to hang out at comedy clubs for years on end, honing the craft. But, I mean, what is this with, we didn't have any money. Yes, you did. And her sister exposed her for all of this years ago, by the way. But, I mean, this whole thing of these rich kids trying to act, and they should just admit it and be like, yeah, I'm a rich kid, but you know what? I still made it in comedy. Like Whitney Cummings legitimately made it in comedy. She had 2 shows on TV, her show, and I think she was the showrunner on Two Broke Girls. So, and she did writing for, I think, Roseanne or something for that show that became the Connors, I believe. But like this whole acting as if you were poor growing up when you weren't. And this isn't just a bit. She's said this many times before. It is just an annoying thing that LA crew does. Like when Brendan Schaub tried explaining why he takes so many pictures of his cars and stuff and post them on Instagram. And he was like, man, people need to know my journey. I grew up and we didn't have that type of stuff. I'm like, dude, your dad sold off an internet company he was CEO of in the late 80s. You're a rich kid who grew up rich. They all are. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.